Your online personality, it reminds me a lot of this famous YouTuber called LAWA laugh. I can't remember what like you just have a very similar demeanor to him. It's quite interesting. But the funny thing is about him, he does a lot of stuff where he goes out in public and talks to people, and through your photography, I remember one time where you were just trying to like just look going out in London, trying to experience a lot of more of that London culture and just try and catch really organic things. I know you've got a really cool story with some people that you managed to photograph through just like walking through towns. Do you want to go on about that?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I've had quite a few kind of random encounters. I mean, we all have random encounters, but me as a photographer, when I have a random encounter with someone in a city and I have a camera in my hand, I can then take it a step further and say, oh, well, this was good. Can I now take your photo? I guess one thing actually, or one story was actually when I was walking with you in Spitalfields in London, and I remember I had my camera around my neck, and like just so I've got a fly. I remember one time in particular walking with you through Spitalfields in London, and we literally like bumped into this like kind of upcoming like MC, and we literally almost physically walked into him, and he noticed that I had a camera around my neck, and then just from that kind of weird exchange of almost bumping into someone, we then started talking to him. And I ended up organizing like a little photo shoot, and then we followed it up with a couple of photo shoots and like collaborated together. He walked away with some kind of like portraits, which I think were quite helpful for him early on, and I walked away with some like really interesting like portraits of him, which were really useful for me when I was starting out. So I guess random encounters and occurrences do happen, and I think that you shouldn't shy away from them. You should, if anything, find them,
100%.
Especially with photography.
100%. Like I feel it's just to kind of like bring that more into like an investment or finance thing standpoint. Sorry, your life is going to present you with so many opportunities, but I think the thing that separates people is whether you're going to embrace that opportunity or whether you're just going to like shy away from it. So putting yourself out there is very important, and like trying to seek out those opportunities when it comes to like business, finance, investing. Kris was literally walking out and it's like, oh, okay, we bumped into this cool looking person, let's make that interaction. Like it's kind of, if you're starting a business or even if you're starting YouTube, like $10 cost averaging experiment, which I did a podcast with him, I liked his stuff. Reach out to him, you just be friendly. I think that's all you really need to do. I think people get in their heads a bit too much about interacting with other people.